Welcome to Charts Today. My name's David Linton, and today's edition for Monday, the 3rd of August, comes to you from London. And we start by looking just at the markets. Generally, we're seeing mostly green, especially for stock markets. We are just seeing stocks rising on an improving economic data and the recovery looking like it's in train. And that has been tempered a little bit by poor results from HSBC and SocGen in Europe. Today, but on the whole, markets are looking fairly firm. The dollar index has crossed into bullish territory, so its bad run of the whole of July now is showing an improvement. So we are seeing the dollar just finding support around these levels. And if we look at the euro, we're sitting at 117.30. That's now coming back, so we're just seeing the euro turning short-term bearish against the dollar. The yen sitting at 106. Remembering we were at 107 for quite a long time, so we haven't really lost a lot of ground against the yen. Sterling is above the 130 mark against the US dollar. We see here on the weekly chart that we are just heading into bullish territory for the first time in a couple of years. Remembering this is my weekly, my daily, and my 60-minute chart, my long-term, my medium-term, and my short-term view. Taking a look at the euro sterling rate, we're sitting at 111, so that's improved over the last few days as well. So we are just seeing a resurgence in sterling. Looking at Bitcoin, we're sitting at $11,220, so we have got back above that 11,000 level. We did nudge 12,000 yesterday, remembering it's trading 24/7. So we did actually see quite a jump up there on Saturday and then a reversal yesterday. The S&P 500 index had a reasonably good last week. We see here that green candle showing. So US stocks continue their recoveries. Of course, we've still got more to do to make new all-time highs. The Nasdaq had results out last week from the tech majors, and we seem to have held on there. And we had, again, another good week, although not breaking the highs of a couple of weeks ago. The Dow was up 0.4%, and looking at the futures today, the S&P future is up 0.5%, and the Nasdaq E-mini is up just under 1%. So we're looking bullish here as well. It looks like the market will open higher. That said, the VIX volatility is up 2% today. We are still sitting at around 25. That's twice the level that we were at the start of the year still, but we're in this range of around 24, 28. So it will be a break of that range that will give us a bit of a clue on stocks. The FTSE future in the UK is up 0.7%, and the cash market in Germany is up 2.2%, so improvements there. And the CAC Courant up 1.3%. Europe generally up on signs that the economic recovery from the virus is continuing. Looking at Japan, we're up just under 2%. Hang Seng bucked the trend. It was down 0.5%. We're still in bearish mode long term on this chart. And if we look at the Chinese market, it was actually up just under 2%. So it found support on the cloud last week, is recovering on that 60-minute chart. And we've got some big upside targets here potentially. And we're wiping out progressively these downside targets. So that is a good news there. Looking at India, we were down just under 2%, and the Aussie market was fairly flat. Gold sitting at $1,970, still just holding on to those levels. The $2,000 level beckons. We've got quite a lot of short-term targets to that level, so we shouldn't be surprised to see gold through $2,000 quite possibly this week. Silver is sitting at around $24, hit a high of 26. So and we are seeing quite strong resistance around 25. So we just need to see where that can improve. And US 10-year yields sitting at 0.56%, still in the bearish zone on all three time frames. Taking a look at the energy mix, we have Brent crude down 0.2%, bearish below the cloud on the 60-minute chart, just really flatlining here, fairly directionless, so that's quite key. Looking there, we've got the 1-minute targets on Brent crude, so we are seeing here that we are got targets in both directions, but we are below the cloud, and that trend has run out of steam. WTI similarly down 2/3% today, with downside targets some 2 to 3% lower, and we are just having this little mini range at the moment of 40.5 and 39.5. That's going to be the key, which way we break there. US nat gas looking relatively strong at 189. Looks like it's having another attempt at recovery here. We didn't recover that first time, but we are actually through the cloud for the first time on the daily chart in a long time. So we need to just see whether we can actually hold these levels. Of course, anything above $2 will be psychologically important. Gold is down half a dollar. Coal is down half a dollar to 59.50, and carbon emissions falling back to 25.68. That is the support level. It does look a little bit worrying there, but what we have seen here is the Dow pattern of a high, a higher low, and a higher high. So we do still see these 27.55 targets as being quite conceivable. MBP's up 6% this morning. Of course, we've gone through contract roll this morning, and we're same with TTF. We're up as well. So these charts roll over adjusted, of course, but we do have targets to the upside. Looks like gas will have a better week, and winter gas sitting at €11.09. Again, just going through the transition there, so that's quite key. German power, last of all, is falling away this morning, down 0.75%. It's not yet bullish on the short-term chart. We do have some downside targets here to play for, so looks like power will not have quite as good a week. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy charting. See you then.